Hey YouTube, it's Andrew, and I'm on here today so I can shoot a contest entry for the Incredible CJ's Contest of Hate. And if you guys haven't checked out CJ, he's got some cool videos. He always has neat books to talk about. And if you guys haven't checked him out, you should probably go do it. What am I saying? You should probably go. Just go do it and come back to this later. But he has some questions he wants us to answer, and for starters, his first question was, what superhero movie do you hate the most? And it was so hard because there are so many bad movies out there. But I'd have to say probably the one that just offended me the most was I went and saw it in theaters, and it was Superman Returns. That wasn't a superhero movie. I mean, the only slightly redeeming quality of that movie was Kevin Spacey as Lex Luthor, but the ending of the movie, him lifting that whole island laced with kryptonite, getting like stabbed in the chest with it and whatnot, and he's still able to launch it up into space. I mean, come on, guys, really? I remember leaving that theater and went, man, we skipped church for this. Because we watched it on a Wednesday night, so we skipped church to go watch it, and I was like, man, we should have went to church. But so yeah, worst superhero movie ever. However, there are some, well, there are some others. It's Batman and Robin. For every possible reason, I hate that movie. X-Men Origins, mostly the Deadpool stuff. Let's see, X-Men 3. I don't even have to talk about that. Elektra. There's a few other crappy ones out there. I hate all of them as well. But thank goodness I didn't watch most of those in theaters. Number two, if I could punch any hero in the any comic character in the face with no repercussions whatsoever, who would I punch in the face? Hands down, Tony Stark. I've been reading a lot of the Civil War and post-Civil War stuff, and he turned into a pompous douche. He gets his position at Shield, and he just turns into a complete douchebag. So I wish I could just walk up to him and say, hey Tony," extend my hand and go, "Hey Tony, congratulations on your promotion." Pow, right in the face. Take that, no suit, right in the face. "Oh, your alloy helmet isn't there to protect you this time." Right in the jaw. Because he deserves it every step of the way. Next question. What artist and writer do I hate? This one was tough for me because I really don't have a strong hatred towards any particular artist or writer. There are certain things that those writers and artists have done that I don't like. So I guess for the writer, sorry, my sinuses are really bad. It would have to be Tony Daniel because he was given the Detective Comics New 52, and his first arc with the Dollmaker was excellent. But that second arc he went into with the Penguin started to go downhill a little bit. And then when they introduced that nuclear toxic villain, it was just, complete garbage. So it was like, really? And then after that, he got pulled off the book. So DC, I guess, thought the same thing. But so for what he did to Detective Comics, one of the flagship books for DC Comics, I'm sorry, Tony Daniel, you're my pick for writer. Artist is Chris Burnham, and it's not because he's a bad artist. It's just that I particularly don't care for his work. He did the work on the Batman Inc. storyline, the newest one, and I don't know. There's just something about his artwork that I don't like. So he's my pick. Next was um, who do I think is the most overrated? You guys are probably gonna hate me for this, but if you guys watch my channel, you know exactly who I'm gonna pick. Deadpool. I've read Deadpool. I've read classic Deadpool. I've read new Deadpool. I've read Cullen Bunn Deadpool. I've read Cable and Deadpool, and it's just he's funny, but that's it. I don't get why he's got such a following. I mean, I read him and I'm like, oh, that's okay. I'm glad I didn't get this for full price, but You know, I just can't see the appeal in Deadpool. So, and finally, which character do I hate the most? Oh, so many of them. But if I'll pick one for each of the big two. My big DC one is Cyborg Superman. I hated him in Reign of the Supermen. I hated him when they put him in the Green Lantern. I hated his Blackest Night stuff. I hate him all around. They just need to finally just take him behind the shed, old Yeller style, and go, "I'm sorry, Hank." Bam. For Marvel, the character I hate the most is Taskmaster. I hate him because when I was growing up, I read the Titans. I read, the X-Men. I read Batman, obviously, but I didn't start getting into some of the other Marvel stuff until I was an adult. And by then, being such a huge Titans fan, I obviously was a fan of Deathstroke. So when I started reading about Taskmaster, I'm like, man, this guy's just a crappy rip-off of Deathstroke. Even though I'm pretty sure he was introduced after Deathstroke, introduced before Deathstroke, but I hate him because he has all of the powers of the Avengers. Like, he watches them long enough, and he can shoot like Hawkeye, sword fight like the best of them. He can use the shield like Captain America and all that, and he still loses. What the deuce? In Identity Crisis, Deathstroke took on like the 7 of the original Justice League and whooped them all. 7-on-1, and he whooped them all. Taskmaster seems like he can't take on anybody without losing, so there you go. So, to recap, worst superhero movie ever, um, Superman Returns. Character I'd punch in the face, Tony Stark. Um, least favorite writer, Tony Daniel. Chris Burnham is the artist. Deadpool's the most overrated, and I hate Deathstroke. I hate Taskmaster and Cyborg Superman. So hopefully those answers are original and interesting. So you guys get out there, watch some videos, check out CJ. He's got some awesome stuff. Congratulations on your channel, CJ, and just thanks.